Ladies and gentlemen, how often have you found yourself staring at a closed door, feeling like the world has shut you out? Maybe it was an opportunity that slipped through your fingers, a relationship that ended, or a dream that felt unreachable. But let me tell you something, when one door closes, it isn't the end of the hallway. It's the beginning of a new path, and new doors are opening for you. Life isn't meant to be smooth sailing all the time. Adversity isn't a punishment, it's a gift. Picture this: a diamond doesn't shine without pressure, and steel isn't strong without fire. The struggles you face today are shaping you into a stronger, wiser, more capable version of yourself. Think about Thomas Edison, the man who gave the world the light bulb. He failed 10,000 times before he succeeded. 10,000 times. When asked about it, he didn't see those attempts as failures. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." What if Edison had stopped at attempt 9,999? The world might still be in darkness. What's your 9,999th attempt? What dream, what goal, what door seems locked right now? I'm here to tell you, keep going, keep knocking. Because persistence isn't just about enduring, it's about learning, adapting, and growing stronger with each step. Challenges are often perceived as barriers, obstacles that hinder our progress or stop us from achieving what we desire. Yet, when we shift our perspective, challenges reveal their true nature. They are teachers, imparting valuable lessons that prepare us for greater opportunities ahead. Imagine standing in front of a tall, seemingly insurmountable mountain. At first glance, it might feel overwhelming, even impossible to climb. But as you take that first step and then another, you realize that the journey itself is shaping you, building your strength, resilience, and confidence. Each step teaches you something new about yourself and the world around you. Life's adversities are no different. They force us to grow in ways we never imagined. Think about a time when you faced a setback. Maybe it was losing a job, a failed relationship, or a missed opportunity. In that moment, the pain and frustration may have felt like the end of the road. But as time passed, did you notice how that experience taught you something profound? Perhaps it was a lesson in patience, a nudge to improve your skills, or a realization that you were meant for something greater. Take the example of Oprah Winfrey, who was fired early in her career from a television job because she was deemed unfit for TV. That failure could have been the end of her journey, but instead, it became a stepping stone. She used the lessons from that experience to refine her craft, build her confidence, and ultimately become one of the most influential figures in media. Without that initial adversity, she might not have developed the resilience and determination that propelled her to greatness. Adversity often has a way of revealing hidden strengths. When faced with difficulty, we are forced to dig deeper, to tap into reserves of courage and creativity we didn't know we had. It is through these moments that we discover what we are truly capable of. Like a tree that grows stronger when exposed to wind, we become more grounded and resilient through the challenges we endure. This perspective doesn't mean that adversity isn't painful or difficult. It's natural to feel discouraged, frustrated, or even defeated at times. But what separates those who grow from their challenges from those who are overcome by them is mindset. It's about choosing to see difficulties not as permanent roadblocks, but as temporary hurdles that we are capable of overcoming. It's about recognizing that every hardship carries within it the seed of a lesson, and those lessons are the keys that unlock the doors to new opportunities. Think of Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Early in his career, he was cut from his high school basketball team, a devastating blow for any aspiring athlete. But instead of giving up, Jordan used that experience to fuel his determination. He worked harder, pushed himself further, and eventually reached heights no one could have imagined. That early setback wasn't the end of his story, it was the chapter that prepared him for the greatness that followed. Challenges, when embraced as teachers, also cultivate empathy and wisdom. They deepen our understanding of ourselves and others, making us more compassionate and better equipped to help those around us. They remind us that life isn't about avoiding difficulties, but about learning how to navigate them with grace and determination. The beauty of adversity is that it shapes us for what's ahead. Each challenge prepares us for the next level of our journey, equipping us with the tools, knowledge, and resilience we need to seize new opportunities. So the next time you face a challenge, remember that it isn't there to stop you, it's there to prepare you. It's a lesson, a teacher, and a guide pointing you toward the path of growth and success. Persistence and resilience are the twin pillars that transform challenges into stepping stones for success. Life is a journey filled with twists, turns, and obstacles. But what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who fall short is their ability to keep moving forward, even when the path ahead is unclear. Resilience is the inner strength to bounce back from setbacks, while persistence is the relentless determination to keep trying until success is achieved. Together, they form a powerful mindset that turns failures into opportunities and obstacles into triumphs. Consider the story of Colonel Harlan Sanders, the founder of KFC. He started pitching his now famous fried chicken recipe at the age of 65, carrying nothing more than a recipe, a dream, and sheer determination. He was rejected over 1,000 times before he found someone willing to partner with him. Most people would have given up after the first 100 rejections, let alone 1,000. But Sanders persisted, and his resilience paid off, eventually creating one of the most recognizable food brands in the world. This story reminds us that the path to success is rarely straightforward, but persistence ensures that we remain on that path until we reach our destination. Life often tests our resolve with challenges that seem insurmountable. In those moments, it's easy to feel defeated, to think that perhaps the effort isn't worth it. But persistence isn't about never facing failure, it's about refusing to let failure define you. Resilience, on the other hand, gives you the strength to recover from those failures, to learn from them, and to come back stronger. The most successful people in the world aren't those who have never faced defeat, they are the ones who refuse to stay defeated. The power of persistence lies in its ability to compound small efforts over time. Imagine a drop of water falling onto a rock. On its own, a single drop seems insignificant, but over time, those drops carve through the rock, shaping it in ways that seemed impossible. Similarly, consistent effort, no matter how small, has the power to create monumental change. Each step, no matter how tiny, brings you closer to your goal. Resilience ensures that when setbacks occur, as they inevitably will, you can regroup, refocus, and continue forward with the same determination. Resilience also requires a shift in mindset. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Every challenge carries a lesson, and every failure is a stepping stone to success. Thomas Edison, who famously said, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work," exemplified this mindset. His resilience allowed him to view each failed experiment not as a reason to quit, but as a necessary step toward his eventual success. Persistence isn't just about effort, it's about strategy. It's about adapting when things don't go as planned, finding new ways to approach problems, and remaining committed to your vision. Resilience, in turn, provides the emotional strength to weather the storms of disappointment and uncertainty. Together, they create a mindset that thrives in adversity and emerges stronger from it. Think about the bamboo plant. For years after planting, it shows no visible growth above the ground. But during this time, it's developing an extensive root system that will support its rapid growth later. When it finally starts growing, it can shoot up several feet in just weeks. Persistence is like nurturing that bamboo plant, continuing to water and care for it, even when there's no visible progress. Resilience is the belief that, despite the lack of immediate results, the effort will pay off in the end. Persistence and resilience are not traits you're born with, they're skills you develop through practice and experience. They grow stronger each time you face a challenge and choose to keep going. The journey may not always be easy, but with persistence and resilience, it is always worth it. No matter how difficult the road ahead may seem, remember that you have the strength to endure and the determination to succeed. Keep moving forward, and the doors to your dreams will eventually open. Growth often comes disguised as struggle, and it is through adversity that we uncover the depths of our potential. While comfort may feel safe and reassuring, it is in the discomfort of challenges that we truly develop. Growth requires stepping out of the familiar, facing uncertainty, and embracing the lessons embedded in struggle. Each moment of difficulty presents an opportunity to stretch beyond our current limitations and discover new strengths within ourselves. But imagine a seed planted deep within the soil. For the seed to grow, it must push through the darkness and break through the surface. This process isn't easy. It requires effort, resilience, and the courage to move toward the light. Similarly, human growth often begins in the dark places of struggle, where we are forced to confront our fears, weaknesses, and doubts. Yet, just as the seed transforms into a towering tree, our struggles can lead to profound personal transformation if we approach them with the right mindset. Struggles test us, and through these tests we gain clarity about who we are and what we are capable of. They challenge our beliefs, habits, and perceptions, pushing us to reevaluate and improve. Think about an athlete training for a marathon. The process involves long hours of grueling practice, sore muscles, and moments of doubt. But it is precisely through these difficult experiences that the athlete builds endurance, strength, and mental fortitude. The race itself may last only a few hours, but the growth happens in the months of preparation when every challenge is faced and overcome. Personal growth also requires us to confront failure, which is often an inevitable part of the struggle. Failure, however, is not a dead end, it is a detour that redirects us toward a better path. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, experienced numerous rejections before finding a publisher willing to take a chance on her work. During her struggle, she faced financial hardship and self-doubt, yet those experiences became the foundation for her resilience and creativity. The challenges she endured didn't hinder her, they prepared her to create something extraordinary. Struggles also teach us to value persistence and effort. In a world that often glorifies instant success, it's easy to forget that true achievement is built over time, brick by brick. Consider a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. At first, the block may seem unremarkable, but with each stroke of the chisel, a masterpiece begins to emerge. The struggle of shaping the marble mirrors the process of shaping our own lives. Every setback, every mistake, and every moment of effort contributes to the final result. Growth through struggle helps us develop empathy and a deeper understanding of others. When we face our own challenges, we gain perspective on the struggles others endure. This shared experience of adversity fosters connection and compassion, allowing us to support and uplift those around us. Our struggles become not just a personal journey, but a source of inspiration and guidance for others. To embrace growth through struggle, it's important to adopt a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities rather than threats. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift in perspective transforms obstacles into stepping stones. Struggles may not always be pleasant, but they are necessary for progress. The caterpillar's transformation into a butterfly involves a period of intense effort and struggle inside the chrysalis. Without this process, the butterfly would never gain the strength to fly. Growth requires patience and faith in the process. It's about trusting that the discomfort of today is laying the groundwork for a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of yourself tomorrow. Struggles are not the end of the road, they are the bridges that carry us to greater heights. Embrace them, learn from them, and allow them to shape you into the person you are meant to become. Every challenge is an opportunity for transformation, and every struggle is a step toward your fullest potential. Change is one of life's few certainties, yet it often feels intimidating and unpredictable. When faced with change, many of us instinctively resist, clinging to the familiar and fearing the unknown. But what if, instead of viewing change as a threat, we embraced it as an opportunity? New doors often appear in the form of change, and embracing it allows us to uncover possibilities we might never have imagined. The key is recognizing that within every shift lies the potential for growth, reinvention, and success. Imagine a river flowing toward the ocean. Along its journey, the river encounters obstacles, rocks, twists, and turns, but it never stops. It adapts, finding new paths to continue its course. Similarly, life's changes force us to reroute. But they also present opportunities to discover better, more fulfilling paths. Resisting change is like trying to stop the river; it creates stagnation. Embracing it, however, allows us to flow toward new opportunities. Take Steve Jobs as an example. In 1985, Jobs was famously fired from the company he co-founded, Apple. At the time, this change was devastating for him, but instead of succumbing to despair, Jobs used that moment to reinvent himself. He founded Next and acquired Pixar, which became one of the most successful animation studios in history. Later, Jobs returned to Apple and transformed it into one of the most innovative companies in the world. His initial setback, a monumental change in his life, was actually the catalyst for his greatest achievements. Without that disruption, the world might never have seen the revolutionary products Apple developed under his leadership. Change often pushes us out of our comfort zones, which is where real growth occurs. When we remain in familiar surroundings, we tend to operate on autopilot, relying on habits and routines. But when faced with change, we are forced to adapt, think creatively, and develop new skills. It is through this process of adaptation that we discover strengths we didn't know we had. Consider the story of Helen Keller. Losing both her sight and hearing at a young age was a profound change in her life, one that could have limited her. Instead, she adapted, learned new ways to communicate, and became a renowned author and activist, inspiring millions with her resilience and courage. Embracing change also requires a shift in mindset. Instead of viewing it as a disruption, see it as a redirection. Sometimes the plans we have for ourselves aren't aligned with the opportunities life has in store. When one door closes, another opens, but we have to be willing to walk through it. Change challenges us to let go of what no longer serves us and make space for something new. Like pruning a tree to encourage growth, letting go of the old creates room for the new to flourish. In moments of change, uncertainty is inevitable. It's natural to feel fear, doubt, or discomfort. But it's important to remember that discomfort is temporary and often signals the beginning of something transformative. The butterfly's journey from a caterpillar involves breaking free from the cocoon, a process that looks chaotic but is necessary for flight. Change may feel messy, but it is the bridge between where we are and where we want to be. To embrace change, start by cultivating flexibility and curiosity. Instead of focusing on what you're losing, ask yourself what you stand to gain. Seek opportunities within the shift, even if they aren't immediately obvious. Trust that every change, even the unexpected and challenging ones, is part of a larger plan. History is full of examples of individuals who turned change into their greatest advantage, from entrepreneurs who pivoted during economic downturns to artists who found new inspiration in personal upheaval. Embracing change is about having faith in the journey. Life is a dynamic, evolving process, and change is what keeps it moving forward. Each shift, no matter how small or significant, carries with it the potential to transform your life for the better. Welcome it with open arms, and you'll find that new doors aren't just opening, they're inviting you to step into a brighter, more fulfilling future. Having a clear vision is the first step towards success, but vision alone is not enough. Action is what turns dreams into reality. Many people spend years imagining what they want their lives to look like, yet they remain stuck in the same place because they fail to take consistent steps toward their goals. The connection between vision and action is the bridge to achievement, and crossing that bridge requires courage, effort, and persistence. It is through action, small, steady, and deliberate, that we transform our aspirations into tangible results. Consider the story of Martin Luther King Jr. His vision of equality and justice inspired millions, but it wasn't just the clarity of his dream that made him a leader, it was the actions he took to bring that dream to life. He marched, organized, and spoke out despite immense opposition and personal risk. His actions created momentum that changed the course of history. Without action, even the most powerful vision remains an idea, a wish, or a dream. It is action that breathes life into vision, making it real and impactful. Action often begins with a single step, no matter how small. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the enormity of our goals, but breaking them down into manageable steps makes them achievable. Think about building a house. The vision might be a beautiful, fully constructed home, but the process starts with laying one brick at a time. Each brick may seem insignificant on its own, but together they create the foundation for something extraordinary. Similarly, every small action you take contributes to the larger picture of your dreams. Procrastination is one of the greatest barriers to action. Many people wait for the perfect moment to start a time when they feel more prepared, more confident, or more certain of success. But the truth is, perfection doesn't exist, and waiting only delays progress. The most successful individuals understand that starting is often the hardest part. Once you begin, momentum builds, and what initially seemed daunting becomes manageable. The key is to start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Action creates clarity, and clarity fuels further action. Think of an artist with a blank canvas. At first, the empty space can feel intimidating, but with the first stroke of the brush, the vision begins to take shape. The artist doesn't wait for the entire picture to be clear before starting. They trust the process, knowing that each stroke contributes to the final masterpiece. Similarly, you don't need to have every detail figured out to take action. Trust that by moving forward, even with uncertainty, you are moving closer to your goals. Action also involves perseverance. Many people start strong but lose momentum when they face obstacles or setbacks. It's important to remember that challenges are a natural part of the journey. They test your commitment and resilience, and overcoming them strengthens your character. Thomas Edison, who famously said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration," knew the value of persistent action. His vision of creating the light bulb wouldn't have materialized without his relentless experiments and determination to succeed despite repeated failures. Accountability plays a crucial role in turning vision into action. Sharing your goals with others, setting deadlines, and tracking progress can help keep you on course. Surrounding yourself with people who support and encourage your vision creates an environment of motivation and accountability. When you take consistent action, no matter how small, you build confidence and demonstrate to yourself that your dreams are worth pursuing. Remember that action isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Each step, no matter how imperfect, moves you closer to your goals. Celebrate the small wins along the way, as they provide the motivation to keep going. Recognize that the journey itself is as important as the destination, and every action you take is a testament to your commitment and belief in your vision. Your vision is the starting point, but action is the journey that brings it to life. Don't let fear, doubt, or perfectionism hold you back. Take the first step and then the next, and watch as your dreams unfold you. The power to create the life you desire lies in your hands, and it begins with the simple decision to act. Opportunities are not always presented to us on a silver platter. Often they are hidden in plain sight, waiting to be uncovered. Recognizing and seizing these opportunities requires a combination of awareness, initiative, and courage. Life is filled with moments that have the potential to open new doors, but they don't always come with a flashing sign saying, "This is your chance." Sometimes opportunities are disguised as challenges, hard work, or risks that push us out of our comfort zones. It's up to us to be proactive, to see the potential where others might not, and to act on it before it slips away. Think about how many times you've heard someone say, "I could have done that," or "I wish I had taken that chance." Missed opportunities are often the result of hesitation or a lack of preparedness. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to the willingness to act decisively when an opportunity arises. Opportunities favor the bold, those who are willing to take a leap of faith, even when the outcome isn't guaranteed. An inspiring example of seizing opportunities comes from Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. Working as a salesperson, she recognized a gap in the market for more comfortable and flattering undergarments. Instead of dismissing the idea as something someone else might pursue, she took the initiative. With no background in fashion or business, she started her company with her savings and an unshakable belief in her idea. Today, she is one of the most successful self-made entrepreneurs in the world. Her story highlights that recognizing an opportunity is just the beginning. Taking action and committing to it is what turns an idea into a success. Opportunities also require preparation. Success is often described as the intersection of opportunity and readiness. Imagine an aspiring musician who dreams of playing on the world's biggest stages. If they don't practice their craft, hone their skills, and put in the hours of dedication, even the greatest opportunity, like an audition for a renowned producer, will go unfulfilled. Being prepared means continually working on yourself, building your skills, and staying ready for the moment when opportunity knocks. Recognizing opportunities also involves having the right mindset. If you approach life with a perspective of scarcity, believing that chances for success are limited, you may overlook or undervalue the opportunities around you. On the other hand, adopting a mindset of abundance opens your eyes to the possibilities that exist in every situation. Even setbacks and failures can become opportunities when viewed through the right lens. For instance, losing a job might seem like the end of the road, but it can also be a chance to explore a new career path, start a business, or pursue a passion that had been put on hold. Another key aspect of seizing opportunities is the willingness to take risks. Opportunities often come with uncertainty, and it's natural to feel fear or doubt. However, growth and success lie on the other side of risk. If you wait for perfect conditions or guaranteed outcomes, you may find yourself standing still while others move forward. Risk doesn't mean acting recklessly. It means taking calculated chances, trusting your instincts, and being willing to learn from the experience, regardless of the result. Seizing opportunities also means embracing failure as part of the process. Not every opportunity will lead to immediate success, and that's okay. Each attempt teaches you something valuable and prepares you for the next opportunity. It's through this cycle of trying, failing, and learning that you grow and eventually succeed. Think of athletes like Michael Jordan, who famously said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Success is built on the foundation of persistence and the ability to seize every opportunity, even in the face of setbacks. Seizing opportunities is about being proactive and intentional. It's about taking control of your journey and not waiting for life to hand you success. Keep your eyes open, trust your instincts, and act with courage. Opportunities are everywhere. They are in the people you meet, the challenges you face, and the ideas that inspire you. It's up to you to recognize them, embrace them, and make them your own. When you do, you'll find that new doors are constantly opening, leading you to greater heights and fulfilling possibilities. Life is a journey filled with twists, turns, and countless doors waiting to be opened. Every challenge you face, every moment of struggle, and every unexpected change is not an obstacle, but an invitation, a new opportunity to grow, learn, and thrive. You are not defined by the difficulties you encounter, but by how you choose to respond to them. Growth comes from embracing struggle. Change transforms fear into strength, and action turns dreams into reality. As you stand at the threshold of new beginnings, remember that the power to shape your future lies within you. Be courageous in the face of adversity, relentless in your pursuit of goals, and open to the infinite possibilities that life offers. The doors you walk through today will lead to opportunities you could never imagine if only you dare to open them. So take that first step. Be bold, be persistent, and be fearless. The world is waiting for the gifts only you can bring. Go forward with confidence, knowing that every door you open brings you closer to the life you are meant to live. Thank you.